In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can make money by passing on great property deals that you don't want to other investors. Typically, you can make £3,000 to £5,000 per deal. I'll explain exactly how you can do that in this training video. Now, this is actually the third video in a series of 3. The first video that I did was all about how you can find great deals in your local area. The second video was all about how you can pay a lot less for the next property you buy by working with and helping motivated sellers solve their problems. And once you get good at finding deals in your area, I believe you'll probably find more than you can do yourself. Now, of course, you're going to keep the best deals for yourself. The ones that you don't want, as long as they're a good deal, you can sell them on to other people. Now, how do I know this? Well, my name's Simon Zutshi. I've been investing in property since 1995. It took me about 6 years to leave my full-time job at Cadbury's as a graduate trainee, then a senior manager. And I was able to do that thanks to the income from my property. In 2003, I found it quite lonely doing this on my own because all my friends were working while I was not working anymore, and my family never invested apart from their own homes. So in 2003, I set up the Property Investors Network, which is going to be the largest network for property investors in the entire UK. And in 2008, I released my book, Property Magic, which is all about how to find and help these motivated sellers. And this is now in its 6th edition. We keep on updating it because the market keeps changing. Now, what I want to do is answer some of the questions about how to find great deals and how can you actually do this and is it right for new investors or experienced investors, and that's what I'm going to do in this video and explain how you can get paid for deals that you don't want. Now, they've got to be good deals, and in video 1 we talked all about what actually makes a great deal. You know, if you're going to pass something on and get paid a fee for it, typically £3,000 to £5,000, it's got to be a good deal. You've got to have some value in it. So you're buying at a discount, or maybe it's a creative finance structure, such as a purchase lease option, or maybe it's a deal with a very high return on investment, such as a house of multiple occupation. If you're passing on a good deal to someone else, there are other investors who don't have the knowledge or the time or the inclination to go and find great deals themselves. I believe that learning how to find great deals is probably the most important skill that you need to learn as a property investor. You might think, well, surely I've got to learn how to raise money. Here's the reality. Finding deals is definitely the hardest thing to do. There's loads of money out there. There are people who've got cash and they want to get into property, but they don't know how to find great deals. So if you can master finding really good deals, that is absolutely the best thing for you to do. And if you want to be investing yourself, why on earth wouldn't you want to learn how to find the very best deals? But as I said earlier, when you get good at finding deals, you'll probably find more than you can possibly do yourself. You might find ones that are outside of your area, or ones that don't meet your strategy, or deals that are too big for you or too small for you. Now, what most amateur investors do, they'll just walk away from those. They're just focusing on the ones that work for them. But my point here is if they are great deals, you can monetize those by selling to other people. Why should you do that? Well, if you're looking for deals anyway, and by the way, that can be done very much part-time when you've got the right systems and processes in place. You should not be spending hours and hours each day looking on Zoopla and Rightmove for deals. You can find them online, by the way, but it only takes a few minutes when you know how. You should be working with estate agents, but in the correct way. You should be looking off-market for properties that are not listed on the internet for sale, where a seller wants to sell, but most people don't even know about that. So it's about finding these deals, and you can do that very much part-time. One of the questions we had was about, do I need a lot of time to find great deals? Well, when you know what to do, you can do this very much part-time. Another question we had was, well, is it going to cost me a lot of money to do landlord letters or set up these marketing campaigns? There are some things you can do that do require money, but there are many strategies you can use to find motivated sellers, to find great deals in your area that really do not require any money at all. They are completely free. So to find great deals, you do not need to have a lot of money. Now, to actually do a deal, you might think, well, I need to have a deposit to be able to buy the property. But here's the point. You could work with other people who've got money but they don't have the time or knowledge or energy to find deals. You go and find the great deal, they put the money in, and you do a joint venture. So I believe if you find really good deals that have got enough profit in them so that you can make some money and you've got enough profit to pay someone else, you can do all the deals you want. Now, another really important distinction for you here is a lot of people will often look for a certain size deal that they think they can afford. And they're just thinking about their personal resources. I want you to think much bigger and realize that if you find a good deal, and if you've networked and met other people, then there are ways of getting those people to come and fund deals for you. So actually, rather than just thinking about doing smaller deals, go looking for great deals. If they're a great deal and you take the necessary steps, there's always ways of funding those great deals. And here's another interesting point. If you're looking for bigger deals, there's not as much competition, because most people don't look for big deals because most people are just thinking about their own personal resources. And so they're thinking, well, I have to have a certain amount of money. So they're looking at smaller deals. And actually, a lack of money is not a lack of resource, but it's a lack of resourcefulness. If you go to property network meetings, if you go to property training events, there are people who go to those events who've got money, who want to learn how to find great deals. But when they realize they've got to put a bit of time and effort in, and you do have to put some time in, this is not a get rich quick thing, you've got to put a bit of time in. But actually, once you put that time and effort in, then you know you can find some great deals. And if you're finding great deals, there are other people at those events who you can meet who might want to work with you, a joint venture. Now, people say, look, can I do this if I'm completely new? In fact, finding deals is a great way to start because it's a great skill for you to develop anyway. And as you find really good deals, you're going to keep the best ones yourself. But deals that maybe are not quite good enough for you, just because they don't work for you, doesn't mean they won't work for someone else. We all have different criteria as to what's a good deal for us. So I want to open your mind and your thinking that as long as it is a good deal, there might be someone else who can buy that off you. Now, just imagine that you're looking for deals anyway. And let's say you're selling an average fee of maybe, I don't know, £4,000 for a deal. Typically between 3,000 to 5,000 is a normal deal, but let's say 4,000 average. If you sold just one deal a month to another investor, that's 4,000 a month, that would be £48,000 a year you could make very much part-time by selling deals to other people. If you were to sell 2 deals a month, that would be £96,000 a year that you could get part-time while you're looking for deals anyway for yourself. This is why it's so important to you understand to pass deals. Now, you might say, look, I just want to look for myself. I don't want to sell deals to anyone else. That's fine. You don't have to do that. But you've got to learn how to find great deals in the first place. That's really, really important. Now, if you do want to sell deals to other people, you do need to become what's called a compliant deal sourcer. If you're just looking for deals for yourself, you don't need to do that. But if you do, you need to become compliant. And very basically, you need to register with one of the property ombudsmen, like the TPO or the PRS. You need to get professional indemnity insurance in case you make a mistake. You need to be registered with the information officer. Also, you need to be registered with HMRC. It costs about £1,000 for all of those things. But if you're selling a deal at £4,000 each, you'll cover that more than enough in just your first deal. So it's something to think about. If you're out there looking for great deals, I think you should really think about deals that don't work for you, can you pass them on to other people? Now, something else that people ask me, they say, okay, well, so what you're saying, Simon, it doesn't take a lot of time. Once you know what you're doing and you put some good systems in, that's correct. You're saying it doesn't take a lot of money. Is this something I can do as a complete beginner? Well, actually, we have many clients who become a deal sourcer because they want to learn how to find good deals. And because they're selling all the deals they're finding, that actually gives them the deposit money for the properties they eventually want to buy. And here's another idea for you. When you're selling deals to people, you might have a deal that's really good you don't want to sell. Some of the people you've sold to in the past, you could approach them to see if they want to joint venture with you. So look, it's too good to sell, but I'm happy to joint venture on it. Now, another question people ask, they said, do you need to have hundreds of people you're selling deals to? No, you don't. if someone's got money to invest, they want to build a portfolio, they might want to buy a couple of properties a year. So you could just have a handful of people, maybe 5 or 6 people that you're working with, and you sell them 2 deals a year, 1 deal per month. That's going to give you your 48,000. So actually, when you understand the numbers, it doesn't take a lot for you to actually make a huge amount of money deal sourcing. What you could make part-time selling deals to other people could very easily, quickly surpass what you earn as a full-time job. And I'm pretty sure if you're doing a full-time job working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or maybe longer than that, you're not going to be putting as much time and effort into your deal sourcing once you know how to do it in the right way. But you do need to educate yourself on how to do that. So I do hope this video has just opened your eyes to how you can make money by passing deals on to other people. Deals that you don't want. They've got to be good, but you can get paid for that. So if you liked this video, what I suggest you do is like the video. If you've got any questions I can help you with, please do type the questions below. You might also want to subscribe to this YouTube channel because each week I bring out new videos. This is actually the 3rd in a series of 3 all about deal sourcing. If you haven't watched the other 3, you might want to go back and watch them. So the other 2, sorry. So subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. What that means is you're going to get notified every time a brand new video comes up so you don't miss this valuable training. I also have a document, a PDF document. There'll be a link below this video which you can click on and you can get a document which really explains how you can make more money by selling deals onto other people. So you might want to click and get that document. And I also have some live online training all about how you can find the very best deals. Because remember, if you want to sell deals to people, it starts you learning the most important skill, which is how to find deals. Now, because it's live training, unlike this YouTube video, you can interact with me and you can actually ask questions live. You might not have any questions, you just sit and listen to other people's questions, which by the way, is a great way to learn because other people will come up with questions you've never even thought about. So by listening to other people's questions, it can really accelerate your knowledge. So why not come and register to join me on this live online training? Now you've got to be quick. You know, this training is coming up very soon. If you're thinking about this and leave it too long, you might miss the live training. We might put up a recording, but it's best to be there live to get your questions answered. So click on the link below, come and join me with the live training. Make sure you like this video, post any questions you've got, and then also subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Invest with knowledge, invest with skill. I do hope you got massive value from watching this YouTube video. I'd encourage you to click on the link below to come and do the online training with me. And I've got another video lined up for you, which I think is also going to be really useful that you should watch once you've registered for the online training with me. So invest with knowledge, invest with skill. I'll see you very soon.